Sziasztok and welcome back to my channel! I'm back again and I'm here to share with you guys my back to school routine, even if I don't go back to school again. I hope you like the new... What was that? So, I hope you really like the new video outfit because I worked on it pretty hard, at least today. It wasn't that hard, but it was really necessary, I think, because these things wasn't that trendy and fancy, and that was just necessary. But without further ado, let's jump in today's video. Okay, so first of all, let's get clear here. I'm not gonna go back to the school because I'm an adult, but I think September is one of the months which, including some changes, you know, the weather is changing, the mood is changing, our days are getting boring or getting back to the usual routine, and of course the hot weather is passed away. So I think this is more than enough change to change our routines as well. And also it hasn't just bad sides. I really like the cozy warm dresses, I really like the long walks in this lovely weather and the hot teas and drinks. So probably you can guess now, this is one of my favorite seasons of all. But of course we wouldn't like to look like as a zombie even these days. So makeup is our friend, but no matter if you go back to the school or work, you probably should leave the vibrant colors what you really like to use on the summer season. And also you have to leave the house sooner than in the summer season. For example, you can't sleep till 10 maybe. Of course, the first and most important thing to always take care of your skin. Skincare is the most important no matter what. After you used your favorite cleanser, don't forget to moisturize your skin, especially in these colder seasons or cold seasons. And yes, girl, you have to moisturize your skin even if you have oily skin. I have oily skin as well, and I thought when I was in high school that I don't have to moisturize my skin because my skin is already oily, because the cleansers take away the natural oils from your skin and leave it completely dry, which is sometimes causing some irritations and causing inflame the skin, so some little spots and acne appears on your skin. I recommend a water-based moisturizer for oily skin because this is easier to absorb for oily skin types. Another no makeup product which is really helpful, and I didn't even know about this thing when I was in the high school. I have greasy hair as well because I have oily skin. I think this is almost always pair each other. So if you have oily skin, you have greasy hair, no matter what. So my friend on the daily rashes is the dry shampoo. I don't know, maybe I just lived under a rock, or I don't know why I didn't even know about this stuff in the high school, but it could be lifesaver. So let's jump into the pretty easy makeup tutorial what you can achieve under 15 minutes maybe or less. So this is gonna be a kind of makeup tutorial, but also a trick and hacks video. So I hope you're gonna like it, and let's jump into this. So I already washed my face and put on my favorite moisturizer, which is including vitamin C, which is really good in this grayish sunless season. The first thing what I recommend to do your brows. I didn't do my brows in high school, and I don't do my brows in a daily basis. But I think if you haven't any time, this is really easy to draw your brow, because Here's the guideline, obviously. And so it's pretty easy, but it's really gives you something on your face, but not too much. So you know, this is a really easy, quick and effortlessly step, but you can make your face a little bit more structured and awake. If I draw my brows, I always draw my brows first before any concealer, powder or foundation. So let's draw those brows. And if you're interested about my brow routine, I can make a video about it, so leave a comment down below if you're interested about it. So now you can see how messy I am when I'm doing my brows, but I promise I'm gonna fix it. I'm using a Rimmel tinted brow gel, and if you would like to, you can use it alone because this is tinted, so it could be enough. But I really like to fill in with this also Rimmel pencil because I feel this is easier to shape them. The first trick which I would like to share with you guys, as you can see, I am really messy when it comes to brow filling, and that's why I always take a Q-tip and a little makeup remover and just clean the edges. This is maybe not the perfect way to do my brows, but this is my favorite way because this is so easy, so quick. The next step is the concealer. I don't use foundation, I just have to say it, because I don't like to wear foundation on a daily basis, and a concealer is more than enough for me. If you like to wear foundation, then do it, girl, because wear whatever you want. I only wear in the daily basis my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is my favorite in the shade C2. I'm really happy that they released the bigger bottle than this with the same formula. And I believe they released the foundation with the same formula, so if you like to wear foundation in the daily basis or in your school allowed to wear foundation, this is a pretty good formula. You can easily blend out your concealer with your finger as well, but I really like to use this little makeup sponge. This is not a beauty blender, this is a makeup something sponge, and I really like to wet it because if you are in a rush, this is a really good trick because this is just soak in the excess product which you can accidentally put on your face. This is also personal preference, so if you would like to blend out your concealer with your finger, this is totally okay, and this is one of the best way to blend out your concealer. But keep in mind that this is gonna give you a higher coverage, so it's maybe a little bit harder to work with. But I have to wet my sponge because I totally forget it. Sponge is wet and squishy, so wow, I have to buy another one. And also a good trick to raise your mirror above your head, because if you look upward, the under eye wrinkles are more or less disappearing. So if you blend out your concealer like this, this is easier to get the concealer in the wrinkles, if you have some wrinkle. I have. And after I blended my concealer, I always immediately set with my banana powder. This is a really nice contour kit, by the way. I always use all of the shades basically, but I always use this shade to set my concealer because it helps to brighten up my under eye area, so reduce the dark circles and set my face as well. And I always do it with a little bit bigger fluffy brush, because I think when you have to leave the house in 10 minutes, you haven't any time to bake or anything like this, so I'm usually not using my sponge. I'm just using this little brush here to set my eye area. This is the easiest way for me and the quickest as well. I always apply my concealer to the inner corner or inner half of my under eye area, and also my lid to prep it to the eyeshadows or anything else what I want to do. And whatever left on my sponge, I always apply around my nose, because this is a womanly hormonal thing that the nose area is always a little bit red. The excess product what the sponge sunk in, I just push it around my nose. So the next step is always the eyeshadow for me, and this is the point where I have to mention that you don't have to use eyeshadows or eyeshadow palettes. If you buy a contour kit or a face kit, also a good option. There are some face kits which includes a contour, a blush and a highlighter shade. You don't have to use another product. You only have to pull out your contour kit and use this contour shade as a crease shade. This could be just as good. You could use an eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use today my Jacly Hill eyeshadow palette. This is a quite, I would say, almost the best beginner eyeshadow palette, because this includes 35 shades. You can create with it almost anything you want. In a daily basis, I always use one of these shade, one of these. Oh my god, this palette is so messy. I would like to show you a really simple eye look what you can create really fast and really simply. You're gonna need a blending brush and a smaller brush. The first shade which I'm gonna pick is this shade. This is called Silk Cream, and I only use it to define again my eyes. So I apply it everywhere, to my lid and to my crease. Just a little bit color back again. When we are done with it, I'm gonna use, after I pick up, I'm gonna use an eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to tightline my upper waterline, and I'm going to draw a thin line above my lash line. And this is the trick. This helps to open your eyes a little bit, and you don't have to be precise, you just draw the line. The next step is coming. Tightlining my waterline. This is really important, I think, because it helps to make your lashes fuller, your eyes more open. So this is really helps a lot of things, and this is really easy. Where you hold your mirror is really important. Hold your mirror under your face to look down to your mirror, and this makes easier to tightline your eyes. This is a really creamy eyeliner pencil, and this is exactly what we want when we create a look like this. So the next step is take a smaller blending brush or pencil brush. This is really dirty, but just because I created the exact same look with this yesterday. So, and I'm going to take, you can take the same color as you used at the first step, but I'm going to take a darker color like this. This is a really dark chocolatey brown. This is called Central Park. And I'm going to smudge and blend the eyeliner pencil edges. if you are using the same shade what we used to create the crease shade, you can reach a pretty simple and soft look. I just created it a little bit darker. And now I move back to the lighter shade. I'm using the shade Pukey from the Jacly Hill palette and just spread it to the top of the gradient here. And I just take my original blending brush and just with the shade Pukey and just blend out the edges. So as you can see, this is a really simple look and you can create it under 3 minutes on both sides if you're practicing a little bit. You can do it with or without this little smudgy upper lid situation. And the next tip what I would like to share with you is don't do with the lower lash line anything, or just apply a white or nude eyeliner. This helps to look your eyes more open and bigger. And the next step what you could do your finger as well is use a highlighter. I'm going to use an eyeshadow from my Jacly Hill palette, but you could use the highlighter but you can use on your face as well or on your eyelid as well if you would like to give a pop of shine on the center or the inner corner of your eyes. So you can use your contour kit what you used before, or just pick a nice highlighter shade. I'm going to use the shade and Light from the Jacly Hill palette and highlight the inner corners. This is a great trick, also helps to open your eyes and make it look bigger. And also I highlight under my brow area because this is also helps to give a little bit lift to your eyes and the brow situation. Okay, so the next few steps is gonna be a little bit contour, blush and highlight situation on the cheeks because give your face life. I'm going to use my contour palette and this contour shade under my cheekbones. But the heck, what I would like to share with you, a nice trick to make easier your contouring situation. And this is not my idea, I watched a video by Stephanie Lang and she did this. So she just put a paper towel under her cheekbone where she would like to cut the contour situation and just take a little bit contour shade and just started to contour her cheekbone. And this is going to help to cut under your cheekbone area, and this is gonna be looks like more structured, more neat. So this is a good trick, guys. Paper towel. How easy is that? So like this, and here is a cutted neat cheekbone. Now I'm a little bit blended to not look like a harsh line on my face. And that's it. It makes me much more easier and much more faster, the contouring. And we are done. So this is a really easy and fast hack to create your contour line and don't mess it up. So this is one of my favorite hacks right now. I always recommend to use blush. I think the blush is really important. This gives you back the healthy life on your face, and you could buy single ones so you can pop it in the magnetic palette with your contour kit. So I think the blush is one of the most important part of my makeup routine because this is what gives back the life on your face when you are tired. And I'm going to use a pretty soft blush shade right here and smile to find where you have to apply the blush. Ta-da! We are fresh and awake and not a zombie. The next step is a highlighter, and we came back to the nice contour kit, so we almost can create a whole look only with this little kit. And I'm going to use now this little highlighter shade. You can use the same brush. Oh, by the way, I use the same brush to apply my blush and contour, and you can use the same brush as well to apply your highlighter. This is a nice and soft and almost undetectable shine on your face, but it makes you happy and it helps to create a more lifted cheekbone effect. Also, I apply a little bit highlighter to the tip of my nose. If you would like to make your lips bigger a little bit, you can apply the same highlighter to the cupid bow area. I always use a tiny, incy little brush for this because I don't like to highlight the whole area. I just would like to highlight this little V shape right here. And this is the point where I usually apply my mascara. This is really boring, so I'm going to just... So mascara is on. I used my Maybelline Lash Sensational Voluptuos mascara. So this is one of my favorite mascara at the moment. If you would like to give you some additional color on your lips, this is the point where you can do this. When I was in high school, I usually used a tinted lip balm in the day-to-day basis because this is really comfortable, it moisturizes your lips and gives you a little bit color on your lips, but not too much. So I love to use my Maybelline Baby Lips Cherry Me lip balm. That was my favorite at the time. But I also can recommend one of this Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick from Maybelline. This is in the shade Nude Thrill. This is my fave and this is really comfy. This is not dry down, completely matte. This is only, I don't know, I would say this is satin lip cream, I think. This is one of my favorite nude lipstick at the moment, and what can I say, I love this peachy undertone lipsticks. And I highly recommend a nude color to wear in the day-to-day basis because this is more undetectable and more acceptable, I think, in every school or work. So this is the finished look, guys. I think this is a really simple look and really easy to achieve and really undetectable if you would like to create a more natural kind of look. You don't have to do each part of this makeup look to leave the house. For example, I can easily leave the whole eye situation and this could be good, or I easily can leave the brow situation. I just would like to show you the full stuff and you can leave from this each simple part what you don't think necessary. So I hope you really like this video, guys, and I hope you find it really useful, and good luck everyone who go back to the school or maybe just applying a new job, and good luck for everything to you guys what your life bring to you. I really appreciate if you are subscribed and hit the ring button because that's how the YouTube will notify you every time when I'm uploading. I really appreciate every single one of you. So that's it, guys, and see you in my next video. Sziasztok!